2 times a week, then you can lose the rest of the week. The candles that rebalance to turn into intermediate term highs.
You have millionaires who don't eat healthy. You have millionaires who eat healthy.
You got to show yourself that you got the potential to do it, and then you got to work with that potential. This is one of my worst habits, if not the worst. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy ZC Trades, man. Today is a great morning. Whenever I wake up with good energy and I come outside and the birds just chirping softly, and the way that the sun is just shining on the earth, bro, the cool breeze, it just pairs up for a synergetic effect. I know I'm ready to have a great day. The only thing that is going bad with my day right now, I'm just kind of tight. My girl done drove off with my iced coffee in her car. She done got me hooked on this iced coffee. I've been getting one every day damn near. And she drove off to go to work with my iced coffee in her car. I'm not ready to play by my iced coffee, bro. That should be hitting the spot. I don't know if any of y'all are smokers. I don't smoke no more. I haven't smoked in like a year. Ever since I stopped smoking, my life has went from here to here. It seemed like every time I would smoke, I would be at a low point in my life, or it would bring me to a low point in my life. I never really had a lot of money while I was smoking. Then when I got off the weed, I started being able to think clearer. My body started feeling better. This iced coffee, bro, is like therapy to me. It's like therapy to me, bro. It's like smoking a blunt. And that was the whole kill with smoking for me. I like the action of smoking. That shit was therapy to me. Literally being high, I didn't really like that shit, bro. It affects everybody differently. Me, I'm an overthinker as it is, so I didn't like how I would lose control of my mind. I was smoking for a very long time. Yeah, man. Now I'm on that coffee, though. Today, I just kind of want to go over the game plan. Right now, we're up on 100K accounts. Both of them, we're only up 500. So today's trade will essentially be risk-free. It'll just bring, if I lose, it'll just bring the account back down to 100K. Had I held yesterday's trade, I would have hit full TP at 1 to 3. Had I held the trade from Monday, I would have hit full TP at 1 to 3. And there would really only be 2 more trades to pass. It kind of sucked, but it just is what it is. It's gonna be times like this, man. So I know if I don't pass it this week, then most likely I'll pass it next week. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to talk about risk management. There's a lot of people out there who hit me up and ask me how I manage my trades, how I decide what risk to reward I want to go for. Now listen, I don't just put in a stop and a take profit and it equals a 1 to 3. Nah, bro. A lot of the times, my stop is going in a place where I'm like, okay, if the market violates this price point right here, then it pretty much invalidates my trade. Those are the best places to put your stop. Sometimes it has my stop looking a little bit wide. Sometimes it makes me risk a little bit more than I really want to. But a risky stop is something that I don't do often. I usually put my stop in a safe place. And my take profit typically is going to a place where I'm confident that price is going to hit. Sometimes it's only a 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5. I never take anything less than a 1 to 2. Sometimes it's a 1 to 4. Sometimes it's a 1 to 3. But I don't always get that 1 to 3. But what I will say is, if you can at least hit a 1 to 2, 2 days out of the week, then you don't have to worry about having unprofitable weeks, really. If you can hit a 1 to 2 at least 2 times a week, then you can lose the rest of the week. And that's really the game plan, and that provides a lot of peace for me in these markets. So, being that I go for 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5, 1 to 3s, I just need 2 days, bro. And so, with these 200K accounts, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cancel the 50K express funded account. Once I get a withdrawal from that, and I'm going to get 300K accounts. And on those 100K accounts, once they're funded, I have a $3,000 drawdown limit. I'm just going to build it up, and I'm just going to risk 300. Right now, I'm risking 500. I might even risk a little bit more on a setup that looks good because I'm just trying to pass the challenge. I'm not about to be sitting here messing around with these challenges. Let's say it takes me a month to pass it, a month and a half to pass it. Let's just say 6 weeks, for example, to pass it, right? And then let's just say it takes me 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks to actually get a payout. That means I just waited like 10 weeks for what? A payout of 50% of the actual profits that I made. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I would rather spend 2 weeks or a week passing this challenge risking extra. If I fail it, go get another one. Because me spending that extra money on getting another one, if I fail it, it's saving me time. It's saving me a lot of time. Because that $2,000 or $3,000 or 50% of my withdrawal, I can go dump that into a live account. And with that live account, I could say, okay, I'm gonna risk $50 per trade. I'm gonna risk $100 per trade. On my small accounts, with my strike rate, me personally, I'm not gonna be just risking 1%. I'm not doing that, bro. On a $2,000 account, what the fuck? I'm not risking $20. I'm not doing that, bro. I would rather risk 50 and stay extremely risk managed. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna come out profitable at the end of the month. So it just makes no sense to me. But yeah, YouTube, if you're not at that point yet where you're confident in the game plan, where you're confident that you can pass a challenge, where you're confident that you can get a payout, don't worry, you will get there. It takes a lot. Trust me, this trading shit has taken a lot from me. Like I said, I started at IML and I was trading high frequency Forex. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but I was trading on IQ cent race option. There was another one, but it's basically a graph and the line goes up and down like that. And that's where we executed our trade on those high frequency Forex brokers. But we were looking at TradingView, but we were using a bunch of indicators. I went from IML, using indicators, using bots that told you when to place a trade. I went from just buying or selling the New York Stock Exchange open, 9:30, not setting no stop, bro. Like, yeah, I went from that to just buying courses and courses and courses. I remember I quit, like, fuck it. I'm gonna breed these dogs. Cause I have American Bully show dogs. I'm gonna breed these dogs. I'm gonna take the money I make from breeding the dogs and I'm gonna invest them into a broker and I'm gonna just start going up from there. I ended up getting stuck in that loop of breeding dogs for like a year, maybe a year and a half, because it was hard to be profitable in breeding dogs. So I'm like, why when I start this business, I'm not profitable? Then in trading, I'm not profitable. Cool. Me and my homie, we started a pressure washing business. That business was extremely profitable, but at that point in time, I'm recovering from the damage that was done the whole time I'm in IML not working a job, the whole time that I'm breeding dogs not working a job. You need that job, bro. And that's some shit that I didn't want to hear. You need that job. You need to use that job. I'll put it like that. You need to use this job. You need to use that job for its money until you can free your time. I done took a lot of breaks from trading. I done struggled a lot with trading, but I always ended up coming back to trading and looking at these charts, and I'm just like, I knew the potential in them. So the way that I see it is, a couple days ago, we talked about fear of failure. As I got older, that fear intensified because I felt like I was wasting time. There was people around me that were in college. My mama said, like, she's not gonna make me do nothing, but she pressuring me to go to college. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pressing me to take the American dream route. Everybody pressing me to not have my time freedom. But they don't understand. I'm chasing my time freedom. I'm chasing having the things that I actually want. These people, we pull up to a 7-Eleven, we pull up to a gas station in the middle of the night and you see a motherfucker hop out of a lamb truck, you're not gonna think he went to college. And so to me, that said it all. So I already knew college wasn't the route, bro. So I've been thugging this out. And trust me, you will get to a point where you are confident in yourself. You'll pass these challenges. You'll get to a point where you're confident in yourself that you can be successful. You don't know how, but you know you can. You know you have the skill set to. You know you got what it takes. You know you put in the work. Bro, I barely back touch, but I'm calling these moves out every single day. I'm saying, market's gonna go here. This is where I'll be looking for my entry at. If we don't get it, cool. It is what it is. I don't really care. All I wanna know is the market is going here. Show me I'm right. Maybe I got a problem being right. I don't like being wrong, but whatever. I put in a lot of work for this, bro. You're gonna have to put in them long ass hours, bro. And this clip is getting real long, but this is all real shit that I'm saying. You're gonna have to put in them long ass hours in the gym, bro. Them long ass hours with nobody looking at you. And you gonna wish that somebody would acknowledge the hard work that you're doing, bro. I used to wish somebody would come in my room and be like, damn, bro, you still on them charts? Like, damn, bro, you still listening to ICT? Like, you know how many times somebody walk past my room, come in my room, and ICT voice playing, bro? I used to hear that motherfucker voice playing in my sleep, bro. I would study. And then when I go to sleep, still watching it. I'll go to sleep, still watching the video. I'll go from putting it on a laptop to putting it on the TV, fall asleep watching that shit, bro. I done listened to the whole 2022 mentorship in my sleep, probably like 50 times. Over the course of a year, you can excel yourself so far just by putting in the time. Think about it. That's a military chopper up there. Why you gotta have your strap, bro? You never know what's gonna happen. But Joe Biden live right over there. It's like, nah, bullshit. You people not gonna believe in y'all. You probably not gonna believe in yourself. But the whole point of putting in that grind is you have to grind to a point where you do believe in yourself. That shit don't come, just believing in yourself don't come out of the thin air. Like, you gotta show yourself that you got the potential to do it, and then you gotta work with that potential. You ever heard of like a trade where you gotta work beside somebody? Like, let's say you wanna be a plumber for some reason. And I'm saying for some reason. I'm not knocking no plumbers, man. But a lot of times you gotta go work next to a plumber who's been in the field for a very long time, for a couple years, and then go off on your own, you know what I'm saying? That's like they college. That's you getting your experience. But if you going out there with that man 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, within a year, bro, you're gonna know way more than if you actually went to school and did that shit, because you're getting experience. And so what I'm saying is, if you put in the time every single day, let's say you don't got nothing on your back, you don't understand nothing about this, like you gotta throw on all your gear, like you filling your inventory with concepts, you learning how to trade. You put in, if you look at your schedule and you say, this is my free hours right here, I got some more free hours right here, I can sacrifice this right here, do that shit for a year straight, fuck everything else. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Fuck everything else. Put in that work for a year straight, bro. As much time in a single day as you can. I was putting in 40 hours a week at my job, but I was putting in like 50 hours a week into the charts. Studying, taking notes, back testing, live trading. But then you gotta think though, live trading is only, if you want to chart, let's say you want to charge for 2 hours a day, that's only 10 hours a week. So the rest of that shit, the rest of the stuff that you learn gonna come from hindsight. It's gonna come from watching actual videos, studying, going back and back testing. But you gotta do that. You gotta get that pseudo experience, bro. Your brain will think it's real live experience. That's the whole point of back testing. But you will get to a point as well where that back testing shit just don't do it for you no more. A year will take you far, bro. This past year, I documented a lot of it. I just didn't post it on YouTube. If I was face to face with a version of me from a year ago, and I was showing him what I'm doing on the charts now, if I was showing him exactly what I see, what I don't see, if I was standing next to him when he was taking his trades and able to be like, don't do that, it's most likely gonna do this. Don't think like this, think like this. He would be amazed. I really put in a supernatural amount of energy into this in the past year, for a year straight, consistently. And it gave me my Sharingan. I can see a lot better now. I have a lot better habits. I have a lot better tendencies. I'm a way better trader now. I'm a completely new trader. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm really trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to motivate y'all, I'm trying to inspire y'all. In this next 365, I just see myself making a lot of money and impacting a lot of people. And I'm sure in this next 365, if I was to come back to this version of me, I would be looking up to him too. And I would be giving him advice. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna learn, and that just comes with putting in that extreme amount of time. Because with that extreme amount of time, you get an extreme amount of experience. I'm about to head to the gym. I've been up since 7:30. I know my iced coffee, the ice melted in that mug, so I ain't even tripping on it.
You too, your boy that finished at the gym, man. That's some real work. Back day feel good to me though. It's not even like pain for back day. I'll be trying to like make it hurt, put in those extra reps, go heavier weight and whatnot. Y'all only saw clips of my first sets, by the way. So if y'all talking about weight, your boy can put up double at least whatever y'all saw. You feel me? But I was listening to this podcast. I was listening to Alex Hermanzi. I don't know if y'all know who that is. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Alex Hermanzi. I just came across him. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube video ended, another one played, and it was him. And he was talking about the top 3 traits of successful people, of hyper successful people, as a matter of fact. Well, he was making a point to say, you have millionaires who don't wake up early. You have millionaires who wake up early. You have millionaires who don't eat healthy. You have millionaires who eat healthy. You have millionaires who don't hit the gym. You have millionaires that hit the gym. So he's saying that essentially the morning routine has nothing to do with it as long as you still do the procedure that is required to be successful. He said the only 3 common traits that they found in hyper successful people is A, they have a superiority complex. They think they're better than everybody and they think that they deserve more than everybody. They probably get that superiority complex from the amount of work that they put in. B, they're extremely insecure. No matter how much work they do, no matter what they do for themselves, they feel like they're not doing enough. They feel like they can always be better. And C, they have impulse control. They're not just out here spending money. They're not just out here making quick decisions. They're out here controlling their impulses, which you naturally have in human nature. So I'm thinking like, damn, I feel like I do low-key have a superiority complex, but I be trying to be humble. I be humbling it down so I don't hurt people's feelings. But at the end of the day, 99% of the people that I come across on a daily basis aren't even aiming at where I'm aiming at in real life. So you're not coming with me on this journey. Whether I get there or not, I'm gonna get close. I'm gonna get proximity if I don't get there. The plan is to get there though. But either way, you're not even walking this path with me. You over there. So it's like, nah, fuck your feelings. I'm gonna be me. Superiority complex, but also highly insecure. That is something that I've noticed in myself. I'm sure all of y'all have noticed that. Insecurities just come with being human. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how confident a man is or a woman is, she's insecure about something. It may not be about her body. It may be about the way that she thinks. It may be about the type of music that she listens to when she's by herself. Insecure about something. But if you're insecure about the right things, if you're thinking, oh, I could have done that better. Oh, I can be better in this right here. There's always something to work on when you're doing that. As long as you're taking responsibility, there's always something to work on. So you're constantly growing. And so in turn, that superiority complex is constantly growing. It's like a paradox. A and B, a superiority complex and being extremely insecure are a paradox. It's like 2 mixes that you would think should never mix, but they make that secret elixir, that elixir of everything that you want, that elixir of fortune. And having impulse control, obviously everybody needs impulse controls, because if you raised in the United States, my boy, you raised to be a consumer. They throwing commercials at you on the television, and they throwing hella commercials at you. Buy this, buy that, buy that. You in the car listening to the radio, buy this, buy that. In between YouTube videos, hey, did you see that this is 99% off? You on Instagram now, they showing ads of clothes, they showing ads of all of these other things. TikTok, you're like, the United States is breeding consumers. But it's cool though, because it's marketing and it's free game. And you don't have to be a consumer. They're not making you be a consumer. But if I had a say in this shit, if I was up top, I'm gonna be throwing my ads at you too, because it's bringing me revenue and you don't got no control of your impulses. So cool. If that's how you want to spend your money, then you feel me? So them 3 things mash up real good with trading, bro. Because in trading, you have to have impulse control for a lot of things. You feel impulses for a lot of things, and you got to put in an extreme amount of work to where you're I was just saying this morning. You got to put in so much work that you believe in yourself to a degree where you believe you're better than you going to a better place than others. So in essence, you are technically a more superior human being because you're constantly upgrading your attributes. Not only that, but you're highly insecure. You're going to be constantly looking for new attributes to upgrade. So it's like, I just thought that was interesting. I thought I would bring that to y'all real quick. His name is Alex Hormanzi. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but you type in Alex with an H on YouTube, he gonna pop up. And he has a lot of content, bro. I just listen to him. The way that he talks and the way that he thinks is very interesting to dissect. And if you're into that type of thing, if you crave knowledge, if you crave, I like to say brain sex, you know what I'm saying? You crave that stimulation in your head, go check him out, man. We about to get back to the crib. I'm about to run to the store, get some water. It's 9:30 right now. And yeah, boy, we're gonna see if we catch us a setup, man. Let's get it. What's good, YouTube? So we back in office right now. It's a lot going on at the crib right now, so I'm gonna try my best to get y'all some clear audio. But today is not looking like a high probability day. But let me show y'all what I see, what I'm looking for. I may not take a trade today, but let's check it out though.
So as y'all could probably tell, ES is my baby. I really only like to trade ES. I like Dow, but Dow moves a lot slower than NASDAQ and ES. What I see is, I see this volume imbalance up here, kind of stacked on top of this one right here. Pay attention to the close of this bullish candle and the open of this bearish. This is a volume imbalance. If we drop into the 15-minute chart, it doesn't look as good. However, it is still there and it has not been rebalanced. So I'm expecting price to pull into that. We do have 2 red folders for 10 o'clock. Really 3, man, 1 orange. But I'm expecting a lot of volatility to come in around 10 o'clock. This is the 8:30 news candle. I believe it was news at 8:30. And if we drop to the 5-minute, pay attention, we got this volume imbalance right here that price reacted off of. So this is gonna act as a short-term low. If we violate that low right there, then I'm expecting that we're gonna go lower on this chart. However, the only thing that I said we could possibly react off of is this 5-minute BISI if we are going to go up. So what I'll be looking for is a market structure shift up off of this 5-minute BISI to head into this volume imbalance up here. So, however, being that it is so close to 10 o'clock and we have so much news, I'm just gonna sit on my hands for right now and we're gonna see what happens. I think 10 o'clock news, we might just go ahead and push up above it. And if we do, it's gonna be a lot harder to find an opportunity today. 10 a.m. news, and we are looking at the 1-minute chart right now. There's a lot of volume about to come into the market. So, oh my God. Like I said, if we violate this low right here, then I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna head down. But we just may violate it. And when I say violate it, I mean full body close down. This is a lot of movement for 1 wick. So let's just see what happens. We did not violate this low. Intermediate term low. Typically they are protected. So whenever I place a stop, I like to place them in an intermediate term low or intermediate term high, because if it is violated, then that pretty much invalidates the whole direction of my trade. All right, YouTube, so it's a lot going on in my crib right now. So it's hard to get a clean recording of my audio. I took a sell because we have these easy TPs right here, these relative equal lows. We have this volume imbalance right here, and price is clearly rejected. Price rose all the way up here and rejected. However, I am thinking that I'm going to close this trade early, you know what I'm saying, cut my loss if we don't bounce off of this volume imbalance right now and continue to go lower. Going lower on the other indices does seem like it is in the cards, so I am having faith in this trade, but I need to see it stop rejecting. It is risky jumping in this early after news, but you know what I'm saying, I got a lot to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the trade that I first see. We may draw back into this volume imbalance here, but I want you to see I am running the risk of price coming out, taking in these relative equal highs right here and filling in this gap as well as this gap right here. So if we don't tap into that and go lower within probably the next 2 minutes, I will close this trade. So let's just see what happens. All right, YouTube, so yeah, looks like we bounced off this volume imbalance. I am gonna go ahead and close this trade.
I'm gonna wait to see if this trade does push down. We should get a retracement, and I'll just get in on the retracement, man. We did take a small loss on the 1 account. I will be taking another trade if I am presented with the opportunity that looks good enough. And yeah, man, hopefully we catch a banger today and make up for that small loss. On the other account, I got the entry in a little bit higher, so there wasn't a loss. I was actually up 100 on the 1 account. So messing with this trade copier, I haven't got 1 trade copied yet. So all right, y'all boys, so we did take the flip side of the trade. Our initial impression of price was that price was going to run up into that 1 hour volume imbalance after sitting in that SIBI. We had news. We thought the news may possibly push it up to that volume imbalance. However, I'm gonna try to check this out.
So after taking the sell and seeing that we were idling right here because of this 2-minute volume imbalance, I don't know if you guys watched my other video where I talked about how once volume imbalances are rebalanced, they turn support to resistance, resistance to support, etc., etc. We have this BISI sitting right here on the 5-minute. We have this 2-minute volume imbalance right here, as well as another one sitting inside of here. We violated it. Once a volume imbalance is rebalanced, it turns, at least by my definition, the leg that rebalances it, the candles that rebalance it, turn into intermediate term highs. We just violated this intermediate term high with this bullish candle. So I took the buy once this volume imbalance flipped from resistance to support, and I'm targeting this 1 hour volume imbalance up here. So let's see how this plays out for it. All right, y'all, so on the 3 minute, you see we got this volume imbalance right here. You see how price is fighting with it. I'm trying to tell y'all these are the most powerful PD arrays. That's why I trade ES so much, because ES always leaves a volume imbalance. And if you pick the right one, if there's narrative behind it, look, we got another one right here. If there's narrative behind it, you can utilize it to find a right entry. I also use NASDAQ and YM whenever I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, whip up a narrative or a bias for the session. So there should be a fight right here. This is gonna be one of those mentally exhausting sessions. Whenever there's a lot of red folders, it's a lot harder to trade for the day, especially in the morning. Usually the PM session is a lot easier to trade, but I'm pretty sure there's red folders in the PM session as well. So it just may not be a good day to trade, but I'm already in. I'm gonna let it rock out, and I'm gonna update y'all boys in a couple minutes. However, I do see us pushing up past this volume imbalance because we have all of these relative equal highs right here sitting right below this fair value gap right here that must be rebalanced. So, all right, YouTube, so it is now 11:06. We are nearing that time where it's like I don't want to be in the charts no more. I'm becoming drained, and I'm just waiting for my full TP to get smacked. I don't know if I'm asking for too much yet. I'm waiting for the chart to show me. I do have my stop sitting in profit so that today will come out break even from the small loss that I took earlier. So we did push above this volume imbalance. I don't know if y'all remember, I said we were expecting a fight around this area. We pushed above it, we're bouncing off of it. Easy TP smacked where these relative equal highs in this fair value gap fill was. I want to see if price will bounce off of this and go higher, or bounce off of this and go higher. If we run right through these, I will be closing my trade, and it'll just be what it is. I know we have news at 2 o'clock, so if we don't push to these relative equal highs here now, and that volume imbalance, then it'll go there in the PM session. But I'm not trying to sit through 2 sessions, my boy. All right, so I did close the trade once we pushed past right here. It did bring us a little bit back above break even for the day. Yeah, man, I'm gonna sit around, I'm gonna stalk it for a little bit. I just want to see what happens. So
Yo, what's good, YouTube? We outside now, man. I had to walk away from the charts, bro. I started to feel myself getting antsy and starting to want to press more buttons, and it's not conducive for my success. So listen, bro, both of these accounts have barely moved all week. 3 trading days. All my easy TPs got smacked all of these days, but I haven't taken no profits, bro. I haven't got paid for showing up to the market, so it's kind of whack to me. It's making me feel as if I need to make an adjustment, and so that I am. I believe I'm going to start taking partials and stop going for the full TP. However, I am in the challenge phase, so it is something that I need to think about. As long as my easy TP gets smacked, if I set my stop to break even, you know what I mean? I really want to go for my full positions because I just want to hurry up and pass these challenges. I just want to get them out the way. And then once I start trading live, and when I open my live account, I'll probably trade slightly differently. Same way, but slightly differently. I'll probably take partials because, bro, my easy TPs be getting fucking smacked, bro. It's like every day. So, man, the accounts are sitting at different balances. It's a little bit hard to show and manage both of them for the camera because my trade, I don't know how to work a trade copier, so I need to really figure that out. I think what it is I can't place bracket orders. I think I gotta go into Tradeovate actually, not on TradingView, and actually execute the trades on their platform. So it's just a little bit different. It's another slight adjustment that I'm gonna make, but it is what it is, y'all boys. Some weeks it's just gonna be like this. Sometimes are just gonna be like this. I don't take it as an L. One account isn't a little bit of drawdown and the other one isn't. It's mad weird. I need to figure out how this trade copier works because I need these accounts both tied in together. I need them to a T. I need them aligned with each other exactly. You know what I'm saying? Or very close. I can't have one account drawdown and the other one not drawdown. It's just I'm not willing to play. I'm not about to play with that shit. So yeah, today was one of them days that I could have went without trading, but I saw an opportunity. Easy TP got smacked on that opportunity. I also saw a buy opportunity. Easy TP got smacked on that, and bro, no profits at all. You know what I'm saying? One account drawdown, one account. Both of them are in drawdown, but one account is in more drawdown than the other one. I'll show y'all, but yeah, man, that's about all I got for this video right now. I am in the room editing another video. Hopefully I'll get that drop for y'all today. And I really want to get this one out today, but it's just most likely not going to happen. I'm going to be playing catch up for a little bit, probably until the weekend. And then next week, these uploads are going to start happening on the same day. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm going to get with y'all boys on the next video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And like I always say, man, tighten up. Let's get it.